What is going on, everybody? Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 18. As you can see by the opening frame, um, Canute is on the way, if not going to have touchdown by the end of the episode, which I'm hoping that means Leaf and Ketil and the Sons have already touched down. I'm just waiting for this moment to happen. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 episodes left, so very curious to see if they try to cram all that into 7 episodes, or what they plan to do with that. Truly hope that Snake is alive. Hate for him to go out like that. Again, I don't know his backstory. Maybe he's done some terrible things as well, but they're not about to get me feeling bad. They're not about to hit me with the Demon Slayer. Oh, this piece of shit demon that's killed people over hundreds of years. Now you're going to show me what got them to this point. No, absolutely not. I do not feel for that man. There were things he had to do and make decisions for his family, but there were still some decisions that he didn't have to do, as far as taking some people out. So we'll leave it there. Hopefully Snake's alive. See what Canute and them got going on. Let's go from there. Go from there. Okay, so they're going to be there in 2 to 3 days. Yeah, he could have done it himself. There's no need for him to actually show up. Oh. Hey, like there's some rumblings there. Possible. They're going to resist. Wow, that name for Ketil is really going out there when he's not like that at all. He doesn't want to waste humans. Stop. Stop it. The man has no problem killing his own family members. He could do it that way if he wants. Stop this. Yep, there he is. I was about to say, where is that head at? Pause. Or not pause. He wants to try to act all high and mighty that like humans are valuable resources, etc. when he's been poisoning people for the last handful of years. And not to mention the people he's probably trampled on the battlefield in his way. It's the same thing that we were... Let me skip past that opening. I think maybe Torfin was talking about it 2 or 3 episodes ago. Where it's like, if your end goal is peace, but you have to slaughter like 90% of the population for the world to live in peace, you're not, is that even right? What did you achieve? You slaughtered so many for your goal. It's like, that makes you no better than... It makes you no better than what you were trying to do. Like, oh, I don't want there to be killings and slavery and blah 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 and XYZ. But how many bodies have you slaughtered to get that? Some justify it and think it's okay. The Madaras, the Obitos, the Nagatos, the Canutes. Spreading the word. Good. Good, 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 good. Get the word out, man. True. It ain't got nothing to do with him. He's got to prepare. At least he has a good spirit about him. We're gonna need it. His brother is pretty good. But like, where does Torgal rank with like a Torfin, with a snake? Well, we don't know. He wanted, Omar wanted this, right? Yeah, he's been dreaming of like being a warrior and like getting his shit right, and now it's here. He realizes it's probably not what I wanted. Come on, Ketil. We need, if we need you, man. Maybe not on the battlefield, but I need you, like, being the master here. Does you think seeing her will snap him out of it? At least he's up and moving. Leaf, you're gonna have to go out there, man. We're Torfin, right? Oh, there's a lot going on, man. A lot of moving parts right now. I need Ketil to get his mind right, though. It's his land at the end of the day. Yeah, his father's still alive or whatever, but his father is... can't even feed himself at this point. I need Ketil to stand up, and if he can't do it, give command to your son then. Yeah, that looks real great. Because he knows if he tells them who they're fighting, they'll run. Like, you're going against the king, and if he tells them that, they're not going to stay and fight. Oh, they've got them all roped up. Arnid was surrounded by the end of last episode, right? I think they were just like, hey, homeboy died, bring her ass back. Pretty sure. I think. Nah, he won't. He won't. He's too gentle of a man to even by rage. Because it's not like the husband is still alive. If he was, then maybe. I think it'll be fine. He just wants her, honestly. Can someone show me that Snake is still alive? Just choked out for a little bit. Show me Snake. He did. It was being violent. I also agree. I agree with what Torfin's trying to do. I also agree with that statement. There are times you have no choice. You have to fight. Or you can just let them kill you and the people you care about. Sure, you could do that. Okay. Yeah, so he broke his oath, and still Gardar died. If that was going to happen, he should have just... See, here's the thing. He keeps talking about, like, a better way to do things, yada yada yada. It's hard to come up with those ways on the spot. He's talking about, like, you know, did I try to come up with an alternative route, etc. But sometimes when people show up and they're trying to be violent and XYZ is happening, you can't even try to come up with alternative ways that fast. Think people are going to sit down and talk when shit's hitting the fan? It's tough. I don't know, start thinking about it now because you're gonna have to ask yourself this question again in about 2 days when Canute rolls up. It's tough. Yeah, we got some time left. We got a good 10 minutes left. Hopefully. Episode ends around 24. Okay. Oh, we got a good like 12 minutes left. Let's start going with that piano again. They better get to going though. Is she in there? Are they gonna act like nothing happened and not even tell him or what? That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. They're not even gonna bring this shit up. They had her surrounded at the end of the episode. Unless I'm forgetting. Yeah, he did. Where's my girl? You gonna... You didn't like to hear that. He doesn't want to hear that either. Ketil, I need you to get it together, man. Yeah, he's still hung up on the fact that she would actually leave him. Maybe that's what he thinks like he needs to do. Falling apart. Yeah, yeah. It's bad right now. Does he finally lose? Because he's been so level-headed and so compassionate, and he's never, like, yes, he owns slaves, but has never been like that. At least from his end. He's got shitty guests and shitty handlers. Ooh. Okay, Snake's alive. I think. Okay. He's alive, he's alive, he's alive. I mean, yeah, they just had an issue with someone else trying to come in and see somebody that they had captured. Just run past him real quick. Just juke him real quick and run. At least Snake's alive. We take it. Fluff that guy. That other guy. We don't even need to mention him anymore. He wants to know who it is that's coming to fight them. This is gonna be bad. What do you want to do? Free them? Okay. I This is it's getting so messy all because Ketil can't keep his head on, man. I get what he's saying though. It feels like everything's falling apart, and I get that, but there's damn it, war is coming to your front door. So if I don't know if Ketil and Arnhead need to have a conversation and it'll get him back to where he needs to go or what, but figure it out. Okay. He's a little creepy. Any other day he might. Ketil's not doing too well. Accurate. Bro, careful. Ketil might kill you. Ketil might show up and kill you. No bullshit. Relax, 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 relax. Relax, relax. Mm-mm. 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 Pretty thick stick you got there, bucko. Just leave me. Just grab your shit and go. She does need to be punished, but I also hope they have a conversation at the same time. I can't tell if he's serious or not. She better speak. I don't have time for this silent bullshit. She was in love. Shit. We felt that. Man had to get that up out of his system. Woof. That'll fracture an arm. That Raikage coming out of his voice. Does he? Somebody, yeah. She's pregnant. Tell him quickly. Maybe that'll cleanse him a little bit hearing that, because he knows it's his. It wouldn't be anybody else. I mean, grant it could be anybody's child. Damn it, it could be Torfinn's, Einar, anybody. Especially in these times, there's no way to even determine that. But that trust is broken. Broken. Yeah. Yeah. He might kill her. I think he is gonna kill her. But that's not him, though. Anybody can lose it, though. Yeah, he could if he wanted. He could tell all of them to get out if he wanted to. Yeah, I'm like, give us the command right now. We'll all leave. But he knows that's not him. Ketil knows that that's not him. And I think everybody else around him knows that that's not him. But I'm telling you, man, in the words of the Joker, like, everybody just needs a little push. And I think he finally lost it. Weren't you guys here to ask a question? Yeah, what does he even want with her anymore? I don't know. What is he gonna say? Because I don't know what his personality is gonna be going forward after this point. Did he just have to get that up out of his system? Ah, shit. Does he hate us now? His mind. Yeah. Oh, man. We've spent 18 episodes praising this man. At least I have. Dang, we didn't even get to see the moment between Leaf and Torfin. I wanted to see that, but I guess we're going to this first. Hanar. He fell in love with her, found out she was still in love with another, found out that that other was still alive. No, not even that. Fell in love with her, found out that she's essentially the master's whore. Found out that her original husband's still alive and has come back. Found out she's pregnant by somebody else. Agreed to help her escape. And then sees her beaten damn near to death. Is there anybody that can talk to him? Can his father talk to him or something at least? Wait, does he really have those iron... Remember he said that those stories were fake? I think he actually was that dude, that guy. Maybe. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Well, he's found his spark, I guess. There's some pretty good faces there. Raikage going crazy. That was probably one of the better shots. I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of shots in here. Let's see. Here. That was definitely... It's hard to tell. Anybody can snap in real life, in stories and adaptations. It just takes that one thing for them to snap. You know, certain things don't bother them. Majority of things probably won't bother them, but everybody has that like one boiling point. And that was his. You know, he didn't... His son being a piece of shit, or slavers fighting with each other, or the guest, and even the king low-key attempting to assassinate him, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, just a bunch of shit going on. But at least from what I've seen in these 18 episodes, now they could show us a crazy flashback where he could do some wild shit going forward, but he is seen to be a pretty good, decent man, decent father, decent master. I don't want to... He is a slave owner, so I guess we can call it like it is, but there's a lot worse out there, especially in adaptations and things that we've seen. He was basically just more like an employer, honestly. wasn't beating his slaves, wasn't taking advantage of them. Now he did have, I mean, he was infidelity with his wife because he had, but everybody seemed to have known it. Um, but like that was his button. She was like that button, like that hot button that she also like kept him sane. Well, he looked to be always nice, probably even before her. But that was like the cherry on top of like everything in his personality. That was probably the only boiling point. And I'm curious, would he still have freaked out as much, like as we saw, if all the Canute stuff that happened prior didn't happen? Let's just say he was away for a couple days, or say he came down with a sickness and was just unable to communicate or receive information or give out information, and he comes out of it in like a week, or he had to go to the other side of the farm and was very secluded. Just let's say whatever the reason was, he was just unavailable at the moment, but none of the dramatic stuff that happened with Canute happened. Then he comes back or he wakes up from the coma or whatever and finds out all this information that's happened. Arnhead trying to escape, husband coming back, yada yada yada. Do you think his mental would have been a little more prepared to handle it? Because I think it would have. I think the Canute stuff put him on the ledge. So he's standing at the edge of the mountain, at the edge of the tall building, like looking over it, really contemplating like what the hell is going on, like how could this be a thing? But the thing that was like keeping him from jumping was the thought of her. And when he found out about that, I think it just sent him over. I think it sent him over, because I would like to believe, at least from the representations of him and what we've seen, that if it was just this incident and the Canute stuff didn't happen before it, I think he would have approached it differently. But I think the glass had been broken. Like there were cracks in the glass prior to him finding out this information and getting off that boat. And when he found out that information, the glass just completely shattered. Now, he's still triggered, you know, but it seems like he's shifting that, because now I don't know what he's pissed about. Is he focused on, okay, the thing that's really the issue is Canute and what he tried to take from me? So that's where he's putting his rage. Is he mad that like what Canute attempted to do to him made him now do this, so now it makes him even more pissed at Canute because he wouldn't have acted like this if this stuff didn't originally happen? I don't know, because I thought that maybe like after Snake, you know, and thank you that Snake is alive and kicking, I thought he may have like come to and seen his ways. When he was crying, find out that she was pregnant, I was like, how is he gonna take? I was like, that might be the thing that like subdues him, brings him back down. But then really thinking about it, it could have triggered him even more, because now that he knows that you wanted to leave, and I'm sure he got all the details about a man. He did, about the man and the husband and yada yada yada. How are you sure that baby's mine? You wanted to leave. You could have been laying with anybody. Could be Torfin's, could be Einar's for all I know. Yeah, so I guess I would prefer to have Ketil like this as opposed to just a shell sitting there, not being able to comprehend any information or give out any commands. Like, he seems locked and loaded, ready to go, which I guess is good for the time that's about to happen. Leaf is here and everything, and he found his correct Torfin, but he said he will not let her go. So my question is, when the dust settles, Canute's gonna show up. Let's just say Canute shows up, yada yada yada, whatever happens, boom boom boom, bop bop bop. Canute is defeated or retreats or whatever have you, and Ketil, Arnhead are alive after all this. I would assume, after going through, that he's going to circle back around to his original emotions, thoughts, feelings, and personalities, because it's all like, because if he doesn't, what's the plan with her going forward? Now, I'm under the impression, when the dust does settle, I think she is going to end up coming with us, and I could see Einar raising the baby. I mean, yeah, Einar and Arnhed, too close of names. I could see the two of them just falling for each other and raising the baby, even though he knows it's not his, and them falling in love and getting that happy ending. But I don't know what that means for Ketil. Like, does Ketil have to die for that to happen? Does Ketil just agree to, like, let her go? Or is he going to be this deranged slave owner, like, no, I will own you for the rest of your days? Because I don't know if Vinland Saga would. I feel like they would be a story that would do that, but at the same time, they would be a story that wouldn't do that. Like, I don't see Einar and Thorfinn sailing away with Leif, leaving her there, and we pretty much know as a viewer or as an audience, like, she's just going to be used and abused for the rest of her days. Vinland Saga is the story that could do that, just to show you the harsh reality of it, but I don't think that they would. So that's a coin toss 50-50. I'm curious, like, if Ketil survives all this, which, God, I don't think he will, just in my opinion. But I do hope that if he does pass in this little kind of war that's about to break out, I hope that he gets his original mental back at some point and maybe has an epiphany or looks back at some things, especially in this moment, and just kind of see it. And the same thing again is, like, given the circumstances and the position that she's in, she does deserve to be punished. And like Snake said, it is your right. She is your slave. You know, beating her is appropriate, and if you want to kill her, you can. It is your property. But like the other guest was saying, like, what are you freaking out? You know, he's just gonna give you a pat on the butt. He has a soft spot for you, which would be letting her off too easy, in my opinion. Does she deserve what she's got to right now? I could say she didn't kill anybody, but her actions got others killed. Because her man killed up to a certain point. When he was tied up and captured, no other killings had to happen. It got others. So we'll see. We'll see. Another great episode. Got what, 6 or 7 left? So we'll see how it goes. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,